Guess who's Bizak? Hey, what's happening, y'all? Thank you for tuning in again to the spiritual bank account. I got another deposit for you. Do me a favor. If you're here, you here because your spirit was led here, or you're here because you were here before and the spirit of truth resonated with you. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button because it juiced the algorithm up. Sorry I ain't been here in a minute, and I need to do better with my ministry because I do consider this a ministry. And this message is for all of you all who have your own form of ministry, or you have been called or chosen to do some righteous work of God of the Most High. Ministry is not always held inside of a building with four walls and a congregation. The greatest of all time, whom we know, Jesus, he never was inside of a building ministry. In fact, he was in the streets with his message. So my message today is get out of God's way. If God is doing a divine work with somebody or on somebody or to somebody, you interfering or thinking you're coming to one's aid can lead to the slowing down of your progression and you getting in the way of God working with somebody else. They're going through what they're going through because of the action and works of their own hands. We have big hearts, right? We want to go and help everybody. We want to save everybody. And we get in the way of God. Sometimes holding people accountable. You ever seen two people fighting and you try to break the fight up and then you get punched in the eye, you get up, your lip get fat, because you should have just let them handle their thing over there. I understand it may have been getting out of control, but you don't know how they may turn around and jump on you and whoop your ass for trying to break up a fight. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way on the highest spiritual level. We can't always get in God's way. You ever say, somebody come ask you, hey man, I'm doing bad. Can you help me out? Sometimes you have to say, nah, I can't. You got to face this one on your own. I'm here for moral support. I'm here for wisdom, but I can't be physically drained. I can't be spiritually drained. I can't be financially drained because I'm not the one that's going to be able to save you all the time. Your saving grace is at the end of your arm. God first saved those who saved themselves. And in your ignorance, sometimes we don't know that it's our fault. We want to point and blame everybody else. Get out of God's way and let him do what he's supposed to do, man. I had to learn that lesson the hard way because you know how I learned it? As I was helping everyone that I could in my time when I was well off. When that time expired and I didn't have any more, nobody came to my rescue. Yes, I had people that were a blessing to my life, but they were far and few. So I learned that I had to be responsible for my own situation. I look back at my own actions and say, how did I get here? I got here because of my own disobedience, because I strayed off the path, because I rejected truth. A lot of time, man, we speak to somebody in the form of ministry, in the form of divine guidance, and we're rejected. I know me, the past I have, or it may be how I talk. I may have a little profanity. I have a little profanity in my dialogue. Some might say he cussing. I ain't listening to him. God can't have nothing to do with that. That is your opinion that you're entitled to. You are entitled to believe that. Keep that same energy when you ask for assistance. Go ask our Creator. Go ask God to help you out. I'm getting out of God's way. And get out of your own way. Let me say that part too. You ever been in your own way to where it seems like everything that you try to do to help your situation, it sends it further back? It sends you deeper in the hole? That's because we are not doing it God's way, man. This is my personal testimony. Every time I try to do something my way, I tear it up. It may go right for a minute, then I say, I got it figured out. Soon as you think you got it figured out, go to shit. Get out your own way. Find yourself a quiet space so you can pray. Find yourself a quiet space so that you can hear the voice of Spirit. Dedicate some time so that you can hear some divine guidance and allow yourself to be led by something greater than you. Don't be arrogant in your spirituality and believing that you are the God. If you were, you would be living a much different lifestyle. You would be at the top of the ministry because you would be rooted in love. You would be rooted in charity and in truth. And you would be speaking and teaching the same message that of how you got to that place of greatness, abundance, and truth. That's really all I got today. It's been a minute, like I say, since I've been in here, and I'm gonna try to do my part to be more consistent because I understand that, again, I'm one of them ones that God said, hey man, you seen where I took you from. You better go out and tell some people about me and how you got back to where you are. How you were so low and seemed like a bottomless pit. And when I focused on the Creator again, when I started giving God his time, oh wow, my light began to brighten up when it was so dim. Seemed like it was just about to go out. I didn't care if it went out. And God said, hold on, boy. Tighten up. And I tighten up. So this ain't about being perfect. It ain't about what you've done in the past. It's about cleaning yourself up right now in real time. Get out of God's way and let God have his way in your life. And if God is working his move in somebody else's life through the form of divine discipline, stay out the way before you go over there and receive some of that backlash for sticking your nose in God's business in a manner when he's doing his divine work. And that's why I say through prayer, through fasting, through reading holy text, this is how you know when to move in and when to let it ride. You have to be rooted in your spirit. Your spiritual foundation must be centered. You must have a balance. You must give that time so that you can be led by Spirit. You have to have a great sense of obedience. You have to have a great sense of discipline in order to attain this mastery, which we should be seeking while we in these bodies that we in. This is just my message for today. I hope it is well received. I hope your day is blessed. I'm out of here.